It's funny, I know we do morning yoga on Saturdays, but it seems so early today, even though it's the same time. But thank you for coming. I'm happy to see you guys here. Welcome to Mercy Health's Stepping Out program. And it's our morning yoga instead of our normal 5 o'clock yoga. Happy Labor Day. My name is Michelle, and I invite you to sit in a comfortable seat and to just start focusing on your breath, bringing your awareness to yourself on the mat, trying to get rid of all the other thoughts in our minds. With each exhale, just try to get rid of one more until you're in a nice quiet space. Press both palms together at our heart center. Let our chin sink to our chest. And we'll set our intention for our practice today. Thinking about what brought you to your mat or what you hope to get out of your time in your practice today. Bring our head back up to center. We'll let our hands just naturally fall to our knees. And we'll begin by making circles with our rib cage. Imagine you're drawing a circle on your mat, making the circle as wide as you can, as wide as feels comfortable. So as your joints start loosening up, maybe your circle can grow larger. And we'll go in the opposite direction. This time maybe add our breath. So as we're forward, we'll inhale. And as we go to the back, we're going to be exhaling. Thinking of our cat-cow breathing. And as we come to center, we'll straighten up and go officially into our cat-cow breathing in a seated position. So as we inhale, we'll arch forward, opening the chest, looking up. And as you exhale, tuck everything in, chin to chest, tuck the pelvis under, really feel your core pulling in, and inhale. Go at your own pace. Sit up nice and tall, and our hands come beside us, and the right arm is going to reach up and over into a side stretch. Our shoulders will stay stacked, our sits bones are anchored. up through center. That right hand will come behind us, and the left hand will go to the right knee, going right into a spinal twist, looking over the right shoulder. Coming back through center, both arms out to the sides. The left hand will reach up and over. Left hand comes back all the way through to reach behind your back. Right hand to the left knee. Look over the left shoulder in a spinal twist. And release to the front. We'll step out that left leg. Shift our hips so that we're facing that foot, and we can fold forward over it. Trying to get the right arm, right hand to go to the outside of the leg to add a little bit more of a twist there for you. And the right arm's going to reach up and over, planting to the right side. We're going to roll up onto the right knee. Coming into a gate pose, the left arm will reach up and over. We're going to draw that left knee into the right elbow. 1, 2, and 3 times. And we'll come back down to a seated position. Draw the left foot in, and we'll extend the right leg out. Shift our hips so we're facing the leg, folding forward. Left hand to the outside of the right foot. Left arm reaches up and over, planting onto our mat as we roll up into a gate pose. Right arm reaches all the way over. And we're going to draw that elbow to knee once again, 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Coming down to our seated position. And we're going to go ahead right into our staff pose. So both legs are out in front of us. And gently fold forward. With each exhale, think about just surrendering, letting go. You might need to shake out the legs a little bit and then just relax again. Our left hand is going to get a hold of our right foot, or if you already know your body and you're just going to go straight for the right ankle, you can. But as we sit up, we're going to pull the leg up with us. The right arm's going to reach all the way up and over. Try to stay up on our tailbone. Don't rock back if you can help it. Try to stay upright as much as you can. gonna bend that knee, so we're gonna cross the right ankle over the left thigh and gently fold forward. Rolling back up to our seated position, straighten the right leg. And we'll fold forward. So that our right hand can get a hold of our left foot, our ankle. And as we sit up, we'll pull the left foot up with us. Left arm reaches up and over. So we're in a little spinal twist here, but adding that leg. Left arm comes back around. We'll cross that leg over the right thigh and gently fold forward. Rolling up to a seated position. You can go ahead and untwist here. We're going to go into our tabletop position, all fours. Give a little look through here. Make sure our knees are in alignment with our hips, and then our wrists are in line with our shoulders. Keep our shoulders active. And you're pressing into the tops of your feet here. Make sure that core is pulled in. And we're going to start by doing nice gentle circles. And we'll go in both directions. Coming back to center, we'll go into cat-cow breathing. Feel free to begin. Cow breathing. We inhale, again, like when we were seated, and that back opens up, our chest opens, we're looking forward. And as we exhale, we're gonna tuck everything in. So the tailbone tucks, the chin tucks in, and our back is arching out. We try to get rid of all that air. And then we inhale. To cat, and just go back and forth between the two breaths at your own pace. All right, finish one more set and we'll meet in a neutral spine. Left hand stays down, right hand will reach up to the sky. Right hand will thread then all the way through into the left arm until that shoulder comes to the mat. Right cheek is on your mat. The left hand's gonna reach to the top of the mat. And then if you want to do the bind that comes with this, that left hand can reach all the way around. See if you can grab the inside of that right thigh. Left hand, let's unbind, presses back up to our tabletop. This time our right hand stays anchored. The left hand will reach up to the sky. Spinal twist. And then thread that left arm under the right once again. Coming to the left shoulder, left cheek. Reach to the top of your mat at first. And then if you want to do the bind, that right arm will reach all the way around. See if you can find the inside of that left thigh. Every time we do any of these spinal twists, we're detoxing the body, as well as all of the good things it does for our spine. And release the bind. That right hand will press us back up to our tabletop. Toes will touch. Make our knees as wide as our mat. Hips sink back to the heels. Stretch those arms forward before melting into the mat. Forehead down. If you find this is a little too much on our shoulders or maybe your back, you always have the option to bring your hands in to support under your forehead. Keeping our forearms pressed into the mat, we're going to push forward here until we can see that our arms are in a strong Sphinx pose, so that our elbow is in line with our shoulder here. And we're going to go ahead and walk out the legs one at a time so we can come into our plank pose. Get that core activated to protect the lower back. And these are the muscles that we need to get stronger and stronger to support and protect that lower back all the time. So if you have lower back pain, these are the exercises you need to do to help make it better. You have to get better muscles, stronger muscles. All right, how about for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And we'll lower all the way down to our tummies. Go ahead and do a crocodile, you deserve it. So both hands will be stacked under our forehead. We can draw that right knee up beside us. And let that leg come back down. And we'll draw the left knee up on the other side. And bring that leg back. We're going to let both hands come down alongside us. And our ultimate goal for this next is to do a full locust, but you do the version that feels comfortable to you. So what we do is we pull up the upper body, so our hands are reaching down towards our feet. And if that feels good, see if you can lift your feet up as well. And that's our full locust. If that's too much, you can always just stay with the upper body. And we'll release down. Now this time, if you want to do the full locust once more, go ahead and do that. If you want to try for a bow pose, you can do that. So if you want to do the bow pose, go ahead and bend up first one foot. And you can reach back, see if you can get it. And then reach up the other foot. So right now, if that doesn't feel good to begin with, just go for the locust again. So it's the same idea as the locust. You're going to be reaching, pressing into the hands, the feet into the hands, and pulling our upper body up and our lower body. It's just a little bit more intense on our back. Okay, and let's go ahead, release down. Good job. Hands will come beneath our shoulders. And we're going to press up into our tabletop position. Ooh, that feels good. Let's go ahead back to a child's pose. Let's go this way for a second. We can bring our arms down alongside us. Resting child's pose. All right, let's reach forward up through our tabletop. We'll tuck our toes so that we can go into a downward facing dog. So lift those hips up to the sky. You can press into one heel at a time to walk the dog out. Wake up those hamstrings and the backs of our calves. Keep the shoulders active. Looking in between our feet. Your ears, if you shift side to side, should feel your arms. As you press those heels into the mat, your legs will naturally start to straighten. Let's go ahead and walk the feet up to the hands. And keep the knees gently bent here initially. And we're going to hang out for a moment so that the chest rests on our thigh. And you can grab the opposite elbow so that you can give yourself a full traction with the upper body. If you're letting go completely, maybe give yourself a little sway just to make sure that you are. And as you release your hands down to the mat, do a little check of your feet right now. When we go up into Dasana, our mountain pose, one of our checks is to make sure that our feet, all four corners, have equal weight distribution. Are you doing that now? So are you rolling out? Are you favoring the one side like we usually do when we're walking? Try to get all four corners equal right now. So we have a strong foundation when we begin to roll up. Nice and slow. Our head will be the last thing that comes up. And give it a quick little peek before you do. Hold those feet into accountability. And then we'll raise that head up. Tailbone's tucked under. Activate the thighs. Tummy's pulled in. Shoulders are down and back. And as you lower the chin, pull the head back so the spine is in line. Mountain pose. We'll inhale our hands up. And as we exhale into a forward fold, we're going to inhale only halfway up to a flat back. Let's find this really strong. So as we do this, we're going to bring our hands up to an airplane. So they come all the way along our sides. Activate those triceps. Keep the neck nice and long, and the back straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to root to rise, so gently bend the knees as we come all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's do that one more time. So we'll inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up to a flat back with airplane arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. We'll bring our hands to our heart center. It didn't take the time, guys. We're just gonna have to be here forever. Sorry. I see it. All right, here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to step back to a downward facing dog. Shift our weight to our left foot. Raise that right leg into a three-legged dog. Keep those hips square to our mat. And we're going to draw that knee in. Let's go ahead and bring it knee to chest. One, we're going to do it 3 times. So 1, go back up to your three-legged dog. 2, and on this 3rd one, we'll go all the way through, come to a low lunge. Make sure our knee is in alignment with our ankle, and we can be light on our fingertips and look forward in a low lunge. Drop our back knee, untuck the toes, coming into a crescent. And we're just gonna swing our hands through to come to a half split. So we shift our weight to the back leg, front leg straightens, pull those toes up into a nice strong flex, and we'll go back and forth 3 times. So we'll shift our weight back forward, crescent, and down to our half split, and forward to a crescent, lift that head up, and back to a half split, and last time forward to the crescent, head up. Left hand down, right hand up to our twist. Bring the right hand down. We're gonna tuck that back toe so we can lift the back knee back into our low lunge. Bring that right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Shifting the weight to the right foot, we'll raise that left foot up, three-legged dog. We'll do the knee to chest 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. This time we're gonna bring that foot all the way through and come to a low lunge. Light on the fingers and look forward. Drop the back knee. And we're gonna lift into our crescent lunge. Swing the hands all the way through so we can shift our weight to the back leg for our half split. Pull those toes up. Let the nose relax towards the knee. And we'll shift our weight back and forth 3 times. So forward, look up, back, look down, forward, back, down, and forward, look up. Plant the right hand, left hand raises to our spine, our twist. Left hand comes down. Untuck that toe, lifting that back knee up off the mat, low lunge. We're gonna bring that left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. And we'll do a vinyasa flow here. If you wanna stay in your down dog, feel free. Otherwise, we're gonna lower those hips, and if a plank is in your practice, come to a plank, or you can lower your knees and come to a half plank. Everybody's gonna lower up to the mat. Inhale up to a cobra. Exhale back down to the mat. And press up through your starting position, plank or half plank, and then lift up to a downward facing dog. Bend both knees deeply, lift to the top of your mat, and make your way there. So you can just take steps again. You can take a big giant step, a skip, or maybe even try a hop. Exhale, halfway up with those airplane arms. And was that an inhale? Exhale, forward fold. And then we're gonna go root to rise all the way up. And bring our hands to our heart center. And inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Are we getting the update on your heart rate, Heather? Step back to our downward facing dog. Shift our weight to the left foot, raise the right foot, three-legged dog. Knee to chest 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. All the way through, we're gonna come to warrior 1. So you might not wanna go as far. We're gonna shift that foot to a 45-degree angle, the back foot. Our feet are in alignment with each other as we come all the way up to a standing position. Hips are still to the front. Once you have your balance, we'll come to the, and look up. Now we're going to go ahead and reach forward onto the ground. Kick off with the back foot as we prep for a half moon here. Right hand will stay on the earth. Left hand reaches up to the sky if that feels good today. Our legs should be parallel to the mat, foot flexed. As we bring that left hand down, we're gonna shift our hips so we're square with the mat again. And we're gonna draw the leg in towards the base leg. We're gonna go to the outside of the right knee. And as we straighten, we'll extend. And then we're gonna draw the knee in to the inside of the left knee. And straighten, extend, outside, extend, inside. And one more set. 3 is our number today. And 3. We're gonna go ahead and step all the way back. Warrior 1 legs. But we're gonna go ahead into a low lunge. Left hand stays down. Right hand will reach up into a twist. Right hand down. Bring that right foot back to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Shift our weight to our right foot. Left foot raises, 3-legged dog. Knee to chest 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. All the way through. Rotate the back foot 45 degrees to come up to our warrior 1. And as we bring our head forward, we're going to reach with our hands down on the earth in front of us so we can push off. That right leg should be parallel to the mat, foot flexed. Left hand stays on the earth. Right hand reaches up. And if you can look up at the right hand. bring that right hand down, square our hips to our mat, and we'll draw that right knee in to the outside of the left leg, bending that base leg. 1, and straighten. Bring the right to the inside of the left leg, sorry, straighten. And 2, and 3. Let's go all the way back to a low lunge. Right hand down, left hand up, spinal twist. Left hand down. You bring that left foot back to meet the right. Downward facing dog. You can rest in down dog or tabletop, or do one last vinyasa flow. So you can go to plank, chaturanga, up dog, pressing through plank, and downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and lower both knees to the mat. And as we're in tabletop position here, we're going to draw the right knee up to the right wrist. We'll scooch that right foot up so that it's towards that left hand. And let's sink back so we can come into a nice stretch of pigeon here. And it's the end of our practice. We're cooling down. So if you want to go into a peaceful pigeon, that would be appropriate. So you can lower down onto either your forearms or stretch those hands out in front of you as if you're going into a child's pose. And we'll walk the hands back. We're going to press back into our tabletop. Get a little shake, a little rock here. Then we'll draw the left knee up to the left wrist. Scooch that left foot up to the right hand. And then slide back into your pigeon pose. Adjust as you can or want. Get nice and comfortable. And then you can go ahead and go into your peaceful pigeon on this side. Have your hands maybe underneath you. Or if you want to go all the way down to the peaceful pigeon, arms out. Walk our hands back, and we're going to swing that back leg all the way to the front. It's my favorite way to swing. I like that transition. All right, and we're in our nice, easy locust pose here. Backs are straight, shoulders are relaxed. Draw that chin down so that our spine can come in alignment. Cleansing breath in. And as you breathe out, try in your head to count to 5. So breathe out. Big breath in. And then in your head, count to 5 as you exhale. Extend both legs out in front of us. Hands in front, and go ahead and roll down. Arms will come out to our sides in a nice T. We'll draw the right knee in and let that right knee fall over our body towards the left side. Now, once you're in a comfortable place with your spine, anchor both shoulders. And if you feel like doing a bind here, that left leg can bend up and you can reach down with that right hand and lay back down. If you want to look over the right shoulder. Release the bind. Head comes up and roll onto our back. We'll straighten the right leg and draw the left leg in. Let the left leg fall over to the right. And if that already just feels good, you can stay right there. Make sure both shoulders are anchored. If you want to do the bind on this side as well, bend that right leg up, reach down with the left hand. Oh, and then lay back so that both shoulders are anchored. And then look over the left shoulder if that feels good. Release the left foot. Bring that right arm up. Head comes up and roll onto our back. We're going to walk the right foot in. Both arms will come down alongside our body. Walk both feet in as close to our sits bones as we can. And we're going to start with a supported bridge. So go ahead and raise that pelvis up to the sky. Try to get our weight just into our feet or our shoulders. And if you want, you can walk your shoulders in today and grasp your hands. Try to interlace the fingers. Release the bind if you have that. And we're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. And we are coming into the Shavasana portion of the practice, so if you want to grab any props to make this more comfortable, now's the time to do that. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and straighten out first one leg and then the other. Maybe you have a bolster or a blanket underneath your knees or behind your neck. Whatever feels good. We begin with a body scan, and then after the body scan, if you have the time, go ahead and just lay still for 2 or 3 minutes before ending your practice. Enjoying that peace and that quiet. So let's go ahead and start with our body scan, working our way from the toes all the way to the crown of our head. So we'll relax the toes. Almost like you're dipping into a warm pool. Feel that creep up your feet. And gently moving up your calves. Feel the tension just melt away from the thighs and the hips. And every breath, as we relax the core, feel yourself just growing heavier and melting into your mat. Release the hands, letting the fingers curl up. And feel the warmth. Just slowly move up the arms. Enveloping the shoulders as you breathe patiently, allowing the tension to just fall away. Relax the neck. Release your jaw. And the muscles of the face. Feeling all the tension and stress being pushed out of the crown of